I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle.
When I was 16, I'd have been able to tell you everything about the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I was a bit of a horror geek at that age. You know the kind, the one who sits in the corner, wears black eyeliner, and listens to lovely bands like Napalm Death. How lovely. Anyway, I had to grow up, and when I did that, I forgot a whole lot of things like the finer points of Jason Voorhees and all that. But even despite that, I still have a fondness for Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, most slasher films at the time were about some faceless evil thing chasing down teenagers for complicated social reasons, by which I mean about as complicated as a slice of cheese. Nightmare on Elm Street is different. It's a thinking man's horror movie. It introduces Freddy Kruger, a child murderer who was himself killed by enraged parents. His death was covered up from their children, but he now hunts their kids in their dreams. I mean, that's a pretty intense idea. I mean, think about it. It has all kinds of concepts like the dark underside of suburbia, sins of the fathers, and things like that. That's pretty awesome to have real solid ideas like that in a slasher film. One thing I really do like about this film is that it isn't as simple as a masked man chasing some girl through a forest. Because Freddy kills them in their dreams, he has to use and change their dream worlds around him. A lot of this film has a very strange dreamlike quality to it. Stairways seem to melt, hallways grow longer, reality doesn't imply inside dreams. And that's a pretty cool thing when they thought to actually put that in. I mean, I'm really not sure what else to add. Freddy Krueger at this point in the franchise is a seriously sinister character. He's not the disturbing, cackling clown type thing he becomes later. Cackling clowns. I hate clowns, you know, they really creep me out. I've seen a costume once online for a clown. It had a mouth that was about 3 foot long and just had razor sharp teeth, and I had nightmares about that for weeks afterwards. I mean, clowns, God, ugh. Anyway, yeah. By this point in the series, Freddy Krueger is a genuinely creepy character, and you get the sense that within the dream world he is omnipotent. He is everywhere. He is controlling the realms through which the characters walk, and literally hunting them like some kind of wild hunty animal of much huntingness. By this point in the series, it's so early on that if you start making jokes about the fact that he can't wipe his own arse with those fingery clawness of doom, you know, you feel kind of bad. It's like you're making fun of something which is almost serious. He takes himself very seriously. Yeah, so I think that's pretty neat of him to do at this point in the series. Another really interesting thing is that this is the first real film to feature Johnny Depp. Yeah, that was him. Looks totally different, right? He also shows off some of the worst fashion in the 80s. I mean, men wearing sports shirts with bare midriffs. It's a good thing he was so young at the time. I mean, do you really want to see old Johnny Depp with his body hair all over the place? Don't answer that, girls. So, yeah, overall this film's pretty good. It's not your usual slasher film fare. It's got some real depth to it, and it's pretty much a thinking man's horror film. Like it or not, this film changed how horror was seen for years after. The sequels got progressively worse, and I might cover the 7th one, New Nightmare, real soon. So, yeah, pleasant dreams.